Hey everyone, so I'm going to talk about some things today, things I've talked about before, but in a new way. Here's where I want to begin. We all want to be heard and understood, and sometimes despite our best efforts to express ourselves and our beliefs clearly, we're still not heard. We're not understood. We say one thing, we intend one thing, and then somehow what we're trying so hard to communicate gets lost along the way. It gets misheard, it gets misunderstood. It's frustrating. It's sad. It can even feel hopeless. I have two goals right now. The first is to be understood. And the second, truly, is to understand so many of you who are trying in your own ways to speak, not just to me, but to the world. In fact, a lot of you are not just speaking, but shouting, and sometimes even more than shouting in my direction. You're passionate, you're angry, you're desperate to be understood. I get it. It's what we do when we feel like no one is listening. We get louder, we get angrier, we get more extreme because we feel like the other side isn't hearing us. I felt that way. In fact, in the past, I've shouted too, plenty of times. I've let my anger change the way that I communicate. But unfortunately, the shouting actually just makes it harder for us to hear each other. But I'm trying. I'm trying to listen now, and I'm trying to do that without anger or judgment. And I'm trying to communicate that way too. One of the things that I'm hearing is that no matter what words I say about who I am, what I believe, what I feel or stand for, those things are blocked by a sort of wall, a wall of what Nyack means to some of you. It's unfortunate because there are individual human beings, journalists, academics, activists that I've worked with over the last 2 decades. Individuals who, in the name of fighting for human rights for Iranian Americans, have been associated in one way or another with Nyack. And some of those people I agree with, some of them I don't. But I genuinely think that they're doing what they think is best to help bring freedom to Iran. And that's a cause that we all support no matter our different political views. I'm not here to speak for those people, and I'm not here to speak for that organization. But the fact is that even the word Nyack right now has so many negative connotations, fair or not, that it's a blocker in my attempt both to listen and to be heard during this historic moment. In fact, it's become such a barrier in the important conversations that I believe we need to have that I've decided to step away from my advisory role with the organization, so that that barrier can come down, so that I can create a better space in which to be understood, and I hope so that I can have a chance to hear more of the voices of my brothers and sisters who are so passionate and so deeply desire to be heard. So in that spirit, let me tell you what I believe as clearly as possible so that there can be no more confusion about it. I believe the Iranian regime is an illegitimate, murderous regime that must be fought with all our might, that must be removed from power and consigned to the dustbin of history where it belongs. I believe that this goal can only be achieved by the people of Iran and not by any foreign state or outside interests who are using the current revolution to further their own goals. I believe that the hope that I and so many others, both inside and outside of Iran, had in the early 2000s, that this regime could possibly be reformed, was misguided. And I believe that that's now been proven wrong. And I believe that despite the barbaric response of this regime to these calls for freedom, that the Iranian people will win, that this regime will fall, and that my country will be free. Now, I know that nothing that I say will satisfy some people out there, and that's okay. My comments are open. I'm sure you have plenty to say. I'm here to listen, even to those who have no interest in hearing me. But please, let's remember that our friends and family in Iran are willingly sacrificing themselves for the rights that we in the diaspora take for granted. And 100% of our focus needs to be on giving them what they need to succeed.
Hello, today is Saturday, October 22nd, 2022. I will be speaking the English language, then I will switch to the Persian language. Embracing Reza Aslan for taking on the right side of the history. On Saturday, October 22nd, 2022, I watched a video clip of Mr. Reza Aslan, who's remorseful for taking sides with the Nayak policies. It takes courage to step forward and admit to what he did unintentionally. This time, Mr. Aslan wants to be on the right side of history. Iranians should open their arms and embrace him, not to judge him anymore for what he did in the past, and illustrate to other Iranians that they are welcome to be on the right side of history. Iranians, kindly use your emotional intelligence skills and understand others to build a bridge with others to bring the Islamic Republic of Iran down. This is a time of healing and consolation, not anger. This is the time of unification of Iranians from diverse backgrounds. I have only one request for Mr. Aslan. Kindly use your resources to bring down the Islamic Republic of Iran and defend Iranians inside of Iran and outside of Iran. Welcome to the new world order, because after the collapse of the Islamic Republic of Iran, the world will enter a phase of peace and prosperity. Thank you. Yours sincerely, Peyman Abdusiyah. I will be speaking the Persian language. با سپاس فراوان که به یوتیوب چنل اومدید. منم سعی میکنم از این به بعد اینتروداکشنم یه مقدار بهتر بشه. همین روز شنبه بود، اکتبر 22 سال 2022. ویدیو آقای رضا اصلان رو نگاه کردم. میگفتش که رمورس بود، یعنی پشیمون بود که از اینکه با نایک همکاری کرده. میگه قصدم اون کارهایی که میکردم، قصدم این نبود که مثلا به نایک کمک کنم، به جمهوری اسلامی کمک کنم، میخواستم به ایران کمک کنم. این برداشت منه که پشیمونه، چون قصدشون نبوده که به جمهوری اسلامی کمک کنم، میخواسته به مردم ایران کمک کنم. و من اگه من خودم پذیرفتم، من خودم یکی از اون کسایی بودم که بهش گفتم که دستت به خون مردم ایران آغشته هستش. من پذیرفتم حرفشو. خب من ایشونو خیلی وقت پیش مثلا میدیدم که میومد تو تلویزیون، تو تاک شوها صحبت میکرد. من الان تو این بدبختی و بیچارگی که تو کانادا دارم زندگی میکنم به خاطر همین نایکه، به خاطر همین جمهوری اسلامیه. حالا این چیز بدخیال من ول کنید. این مردم ایران کلیه میفروشن و اینا. چرا باید همدیگر رو ما ببخشیم بابت کارهایی که شده، بابت کارهایی که کردیم؟ همدیگر رو ببخشیم و همدیگر رو بپذیریم. این خیلی مهمه. همش نمیتونیم عصبانی باشیم، همش نمیتونیم به همدیگه حمله کنیم. باید همدیگر رو درک کنیم، همدیگر رو دوست داشته باشیم و اتحاد رو ایجاد کنیم. من اگه میتونستم از آقای اصلان بپرسم که اون ریزورس هایی که داری، اون توانایی هایی که داری، اون شبکه بندی هایی که اونجا انجام دادی، از مردم ایران در داخل و خارج دفاع کن و جمهوری اسلامی رو بیار پایین و ایران با دنیا، چون این عمل دنیاست، وارد دنیای جدیدی میشیم. نیو ورلد اوردر، یعنی یه دنیای جدید رو ما باز میکنیم. دنیایی خواهد بود که درش آرامش وجود داره. در اون دنیای جدید صلح، دوستی خواهد بود. بسیار سپاسگزارم.